Good evening and welcome to the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa. It's time for Tulsa Oilers football right here on your view. Mike Ziegenhorn with you on this Saturday night in a Father's Day weekend, so happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Oilers riding a 2-game losing streak coming in will face San Antonio tonight. The Oilers 6-4, San Antonio 3-7 on the season. Tulsa also looking for the season sweep of San Antonio. They beat the Gunslingers in week 1 and then again in week 4. That week 4 victory actually started a 5-game winning streak for the Oilers before their last 2 losses. After tonight, just 5 games left in the regular season, and 3 of those games will be right here at home at the BOK Center. The Oilers trying to position themselves for the playoffs. Right now they're in 4th place. A win tonight imperative if they want to stay in that playoff chase. They need to get the big victory to improve to 7-3 on 7-4 rather on the season. We're about ready for kickoff of this game tonight. We'll go down on the field for some pregame festivities, and then it's the voice of the Oilers, Luke Hamilton.
In their offense and defense, so a team that came in here and got beat last time, and whenever that happens, if you come back into the same home place that is in the BOK Center for the Tulsa Oilers, then San Antonio is going to look to make sure that the same thing doesn't happen that it did last time. So yes, they are up 2-0 and they know how to beat this team. So I do think that they're going to have to start the right way early on, like you mentioned, both offensively and defensively. I do expect, not necessarily expect, but I do think that the Oilers will look for early turnovers to try and really extend their lead out early on, and then kind of play a little bit of crowd control from there.
Coin toss up ahead, as you may not recognize him out there, but Taylor Hawkins, TJ Edwards, and yes, Trey Harvey's got the cornrows this week. He decided to mix up the hairdo. Oilers have dropped 2 straight, and, well, he promised the locker room, I'll do something, and he went with that. Looks sharp, and looks like the Oilers might have won this coin toss, at least on body language, but I won't go anywhere further than that. We'll get our official hearing here. Looks like San Antonio has won the toss, so they will elect to defer to the second half. The Oilers should receive the football to open this one up, and we'll see TJ Edwards and the offense get rolling here in just a moment.
Yeah, and I think it's important to have an early start. And I feel like we see that every game, and that's kind of a bit of a Captain Obvious statement. But this is an offense that, they can find holes. And if they, last time out here at home, they had back-to-back 4th down stops or by the defense that they were facing. So kind of, slowing them down there and they're not able to move forward offensively and really open that playbook. Whereas if you do get that early start, you can pick the plays that you want moving forward later in the game to try, if you're going to do a little bit of cruise control, have shorter yardage plays, make sure you get the first down versus, being down multiple touchdowns with about 5 minutes left. That playbook definitely shortens. You're looking at a bit of a deeper ball, something that the Oilers have tended to struggle on this season, regardless of, who's on the receiving end or the throwing end, honestly, of that ball. The deep ball's not really been their strong suit. So you're looking to not necessarily remove that from the playbook, but not make it a necessity when you're going into the lateral parts of a home game or any game for that matter.
San Antonio, they unfortunately for themselves have not been shy of forcing turnovers via interceptions for themselves. The Oilers defense trying to capitalize on that. On the other side of things, Tulsa just trying to get early solid starts. They've been good at that at home this year. In fact, a 3-1 record at the BOK Center would say so. We're about underway.
And worth noting as we get underway here, this San Antonio team passes the ball well. They have more total yards than the Tulsa Oilers do throughout this season. That's obviously combining passing and rushing. Rushing towards the Oilers in favor of just under 300, and then same thing goes in terms of passing. San Antonio beats out by a couple hundred for Tulsa as we are about to get underway here. The Tulsa Oilers offense going to try and get something going early on and make sure that they get on the board here first and kind of control the game from the get-go.
Tulsa to receive. Hudel to kick away, and we are underway. The BOK Center ground ball pops off the chest. San Antonio's going to fall on the football, and they have it to start. The Gunslingers slam this ground ball right off of the chest of an Oiler. That is the brand new Oiler in Martez Carter. And San Antonio will get the ball to start the second half and begin the day with possession just as well. And that is the Indoor Football League in a nutshell right there. Martez Carter, he's been on the roster in the back end of things. Now gets a chance to actually make his debut and does so. And unfortunately opens up the beginning play for him in an unfortunate way.
Yeah, and you're talking about a team where, we already mentioned they don't want to get swept in the regular season, so they're going to make plays like that. And one, they caught the Tulsa Oilers off guard and resulted in a San Antonio possession. So moving forward, something that the Oilers definitely have to keep an eye on is plays like that that can turn the tide here quickly.
Snap here out of the gate. It's a little bit of a high snap, a handoff, rather a keeper there from Collazo. Will go down after a decent pickup. So Collazo, the election here at the quarterback position for this group tonight. And he'll make his debut at the BOK Center as a San Antonio Gunslinger. Good start, 2nd down and 5. This Oilers defense, we talked about some keys for them. Didn't expect to have to really see that come to fruition in reality until a little bit later. But now, we'll see how much they can stop that run game to force San Antonio to throw the football. They haven't been great at that regarding turnovers, but they've been good at it as far as a lot of yards so far this campaign. Snap here, a little bit of a one handle by Collazo. The left-handed QB throws this one behind his intended receiver, a little bit over the incorrect shoulder, incomplete. 3rd down and 5 now, and this building's going to get loud pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at a high-risk, high-reward kind of pass offense. Like you mentioned, they have a lot of yards, they throw it well, but it results in a good amount of turnovers. 16 interceptions on the year for San Antonio, regardless of who they have at the helm at quarterback. That's a team stat of 16 total. So you mentioned, we're talking about the defense. Need to get turnovers early. We didn't expect it to be this early necessarily, Luke, but obviously, as you mentioned, it is the IFL, so plays like this are going to happen, and San Antonio has a 3rd down to convert here.
Snap. Collazo looking over the middle, a toss high in the air, and it's caught. A touchdown. The Gunslingers are on the board early. No need as Nyquan Murray continues his tremendous success. Easily the biggest threat on this offense. And he gets his mark made early. No need for the flag that might have been thrown on pass interference. Nevertheless, it's 6-0 Gunslingers.
Yeah, and that's the start you needed for San Antonio. Risky play to potentially give the Oilers really good position if they were to recover that ball that was grounded and a bit squibbed towards the middle. But San Antonio came up with that, and now the ones with points on the board for the first time here, looking to go up 7-0 with just about 12 minutes left in the opening quarter.
Hudel's kick is up and good. It's 7-0 to begin the day, and well, hard to really fault the Oilers for dropping down 7-0. It's tough to stop teams on the opening drive that you have to deal with, but nevertheless, the Oilers haven't had a chance with their offense yet due to the fact that the opening portion of our game, if you missed it, go ahead and rewind. An opening kickoff muffed by the Oilers kick return front unit in Martez Carter that was recovered by the Gunslingers, and they score on their first chance.
Yeah, I mean, it's a situation where you're wondering if the defense is even, ready to go. They don't expect to go. They have a bit more time to warm up, get in the game zone, and that's nothing against them. That's just how games are normally played. So definitely hats off to San Antonio for starting the game like that with a risky play, and it obviously benefited them as they have their first lead here early on in the opening quarter. But, this time, Oilers are hoping to be a bit more aware, and I can't really imagine San Antonio trying to do something like that again, although maybe try and get back-to-back possessions here, but looking forward, it is a pretty good chance, I would say, that T.J. Edwards gets his first game-time action here tonight.
Rogers is deep to return. Sauce Rogers, he's been the running back all season long for this Oilers team, and well-anticipated was getting Martez Carter at some point this campaign, but a utility player at the least. And quite the Swiss Army knife is Sauce Rogers. Reports of him being used a little bit at the defensive back position as well throughout practice this week. I think he'll find his playing time with how valuable he is on the field doing anything at any point. Hudel buries this one in the corner beautifully. Another good kickoff. Rogers will bring it on out. However, Rogers gets past the 10 and goes down at the 11-yard line to begin the day for Tulsa, down 7-0. 12-11 to go in the first quarter, as we will see this offensive unit for the first time tonight.
Yeah, regardless of how it really started, you can almost see it as San Antonio had the right to get a ball, and they drove down and scored. You already mentioned how tough it is to stop a team on an opening drive, regardless of what league you're in, but especially in the IFL with a shortened field. So, an opportunity essentially now for the Oilers offense to get started. Disregard that it's 7-0. It's acting like it's your first drive and no muffed ball happened. And moving forward here, just making sure to try and equalize the playing field and get on the board on the first drive and make a statement as we're here and we're ready to go regardless of what San Antonio throws at us.
First snap and a handoff to Rogers, who will get the opening carry. Rogers certainly going to be used here tonight, as Carter, we anticipate to see him at the running back position. And you'll see a rotation there. And less proving otherwise throughout the night is the decision making from Andre Coles. Second down after just about a yard on the game, 2nd and 9. Well, Edwards improving his numbers in a lot of different ways. 22 rushing touchdowns this season. He had 3 of those on the road against Bay Area this past week. Has only found 1 wide receiver target in the end zone, though, over the last 2 games, and that's Cole Blackman. He's got 3 in the last 2. And just past the 20. Might have picked up the first down. They're going to give him just a little bit shy of that 3rd and just a few. Jerminic Smith on the opening catch of the day for this Oilers offense, a key piece just as well. See Cole Blackman, number 14 here tonight. He's red hot. And Josh Crockett to the top of your screen. He's activated and healthy once again and getting some playing time here tonight. Snap here, and Edwards will look to chop his feet and get just what he needs. He does.
And that's a close one, and it helps to lean on a somewhat dynamic offense, especially in that running game when you're in 3rd and 1 or even 2nd and 1. Just any short yardage system to go before you get that first down. You can look at your running back. You can look at your mobile wide receivers as well. You can look at your mobile quarterback. I mean, there's plenty of opportunity to be able to open that playbook and choose who you want to be with and who you want to go with in order to get that 1 yard. That one, this time, a little QB sneak essentially from TJ Edwards to get the first down, but a new set of downs is exactly what the doctor ordered here, trying to equalize at 7 apiece with under 10 to go.
9:44 and counting. Edwards will look, has plenty of time, has to dump this one off over to Rogers. Breaks the first tackle past the 25. Rogers inside the 20 in plus territory. It'll pick up a first down.
But you talked about how important he is to the team, and that's what he loves doing. I can guarantee at least once or twice every time the Tulsa Oilers are playing, Sauce Rogers is not going down at the first tackle. He does a fantastic job of breaking through contact, gets yards after contact. That's what they can rely on. Obviously, Martez Carter in the mix switches things up a bit, but Sauce Rogers is a guy they are absolutely going to give playing time regardless of where it is and get him the ball when they need to.
Rotation, 3 bodies at the top. A shovel pass to Smith. Smith lowers his shoulder and his head on the far sidewall. Will pick up a handful on first down. And the Oilers moving the ball, yes, certainly so, but taking their time while doing it. Do we have a flag, or is it going to be picked up here at any point? Right now, that flag's still on the field. Who is it going to be against? Looks like it's against the defense. A 5-yard penalty on illegal defensive formation, I believe. So that will help the Oilers out. No need to use that first down. In fact, it'll help them gain a little bit more than they had on first down anyways. 1st and 5.
It takes away that really nice tackle by Eric Rasco for San Antonio as well. Fighting through the block of Joshua Crockett and gets one arm on Jerminic Smith and able to push him up against the wall and finish that tackle. So nice job by him. Just unfortunate that the team had an illegal formation, as Luke said, and you get that 5 yards with the first down nonetheless.
1st down and 5. Motion here at the top side. Rogers takes the pitch. Rogers lowers his head. Rogers has space inside the 5, and it's a 1st and goal at the 4. Sauce Rogers has been the most prolific player on this drive thus far. His 3rd touch, and everything he touches right now is gold, and that gold end zone's up next.
Yeah, you saw him get started with just a 1-yard gain. You thought maybe it might be a team in San Antonio that'll shut him down, but after that, it's been all Sauce Rogers, to your point, Luke, and he's done a really nice job in this opening drive.
Are you stopping it? Can you finish? Maybe, did they allow that? I'm supposed to you to have the notes, so. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could probably print them, but I don't know officially. I mean, yes, I would say yes. But I don't know what your teacher will say. I mean, use your judgment. I'd say if you think so, then yes. So I dropped your medicine there.
Oh, what? That hurt? Yes. I felt like you could see the sun. You could see it there from now. No, yeah. This can't be all in one night. Did you never do your homework? Wow. Half minute, let's just bring it. Please, please. Please, I'm just grab the cream on it and wash off it. What?
You think I could just bring the notes into the
What? Yeah. For the first time, you've never been to my barn. No, you haven't. I'm gonna take this because I got it for Kaden. Was it good? Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna put it on his face. What? In a minute. Yeah, Ben. Ben, mom said that he was. Yeah, she's like, I'll just put like an hour video game. What you do your homework? And his mom got her and so. He was that. That looks a little. Pocket or maybe just cut it so it's not long. Thank you. Good. Yeah. I've been doing homework all day. I don't have that much homework.
Are you sure? I've been doing homework all day. Since 3:15. Something like 9.
let's take a pause. You probably got a good 30 minutes. So take a 10-minute break. Go get some ice cream, go hang out with dad. And then from 9 to 9:30, finish up what you can. And then show up tomorrow. Be rest. That's all you can do. Are you okay with filming the show? The other thing is, you have a photo. I mean, isolate. Take the notes you have, take a 10-minute break, and then come back and read your own thing. Things don't happen. You know, taking care of your skin is like brushing your teeth and like deodorant, okay? So like, I feel like it's part of hygiene. So it's kind of like you were like, I'm like, brush your teeth, and you're like, no, dirty. Kind of like, taking care of your skin and your teeth, deodorant, and your clothes, washing your bottom, like, it's all part of like being human.
Say to now be fun. Imagine getting my head. Sean, that's cool. Who are you? The name's Safety. The name's Safety guy.
Yeah.
Snake race and Rocky Bobby. I would like hard. Yeah, bro. Stinky ugly.
Kira, can I bring your sodas in? Okay, I'm just gonna throw them out.
Wrong. I'm going faster again. But I'll probably do it half the time, but still, it's gonna be like 5 hours.
I don't understand how you miss one day of school.
What?
I don't understand how you missed one day of school and you're that far behind. Oh.
And everyone did this before. It's just they failed the test on it. Because they didn't get happy notes. So I'm getting good notes. Yeah, I already did. Yes, that's pretty good.